What is going on, guys? We are back with another DSP video, and my god, his addiction is getting the worst of him. DSP decided to do a full week of Baldur's Gate 3 because he knows that's where the money is. Nobody was supporting the other stuff, and of course, there is a deal with the whales. He's guaranteed $100 for every Baldur's Gate 3 stream, and he doesn't drop the game. Of course, when he gets that money, his addiction kicks in. So we have this from TJ Gamebox. In the new contest, DSP spent $1,228. Remember, he's always saying he has no money. His money's down. He's lost thousands of dollars. But he spends it on mobile gacha games. And we have this from Poem's Future. DSP wants you to know, if you don't start supporting him via all support methods, he will have to go back to how it was after he was kicked out by Twitch. He doesn't say what this is, but allow me to say it for him. A $200 stream tips goal. Then we got Philippe at the bottom. Oh yeah, those were the days. Saying he was close to poverty and begging while saying he made $200 easily on Twitch per day and demanding keeping that. Forbidden math days. And then we had a unrecorded beg. Stopped recording. So guys, listen.
Alright, so guys, listen. If you like fighting games, please support them. Right now, literally tonight, we have a tip from Jax. We have a $1 tip, and we have like the super chats, and everything was at the beginning of the stream. Nothing has happened in the last hour. Please support fighting games. I don't want to give them up. But if you haven't noticed, it seems like more and more when I play them, I'm just not getting any support anymore, and it's driving me nuts because I love them. Like, I feel like the fighting games are some of the biggest break-up content right now. Everything else is a fucking RPG, right? Like, we're doing Like a Dragon, we're doing Baldur's Gate 3. Later this month, what do we got? Final Fantasy 7, right? And all the other games that are action-based that came out suck. Suicide Squad and shit. There's nothing good right now action except Tekken. And I'm really liking Tekken. So please, if you can, if you like the fighting game stuff, please support the stream tonight, okay? I appreciate everyone who did, because there were a few people, like I said, Skylar, Tyler, Klein, Jax, and there was that $1 tip earlier who I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. So, alright, and I appreciate that, Lucky. It's all good. I'm not asking for everyone to go crazy here. I know, Lucky, that you support the streams. You don't have to feel bad. Alright, let me just stretch my legs here. Oh.
I love it how he goes, guys, why aren't you supporting? I know you guys don't like Tekken. I like it, so you guys should be supporting me. Give me money for stuff I like. And then we have In an Otter Place. Phil, your audience have told you in chat, and by not supporting, they have no interest. Outside a few people like Jax, yet you're constantly on the hard sell with Tekken, and then surprised when it doesn't go down well. How is that difficult for you to understand? Ultra beg. I need hashtag tips and other avenues of contribution, guys. Please support fighting games. Motherfucker doesn't know the meaning of variety for his dent-tarded heads. Because he likes fighting games, he needs your money. Your lack of support drives him nuts. Crying emoji. What a pile of trash. Beg, beg, beg is all I see is beg, beg. That's all you do. I can't remember the lyrics right now. So Phil got $112 in tips, of course, from his Baldur's Gate 3 stream. He got like $65 from pre-stream and the rest in gameplay. But that was not enough for Phil. Because what Phil does, because of our friend In an Otter Place, he tracks all this. All the tip money goes to WWE champions. All the super chats and memberships, which is affected by the Argentina brothers and sisters, goes to his bills, like his mortgage, his health insurance, whatever. So if that's low, he can't pay his bills because he's got to have his addiction fixed. So we have this from Duty. After making $112 in tips, Phil complains about $10 in super chats and 0 memberships. What a dirtbag.
This the wrong way, but here's concrete evidence of everything that I've been saying, okay? Ever since these fake memberships happened, if you haven't noticed, basically during a day, even these Baldur's Gate 3 streams where I get good support, you notice it's all tips, right? Like, when I was streaming for months and months, I would always get a combination of either memberships or re-upping of memberships during the course of a day, plus super chats mixed in with tips. Now, if you haven't noticed, there's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, take a look. I'm not, and this is not me complaining to you guys. You guys were awesome. A lot of people tipped today. 0 memberships today. 0 re-upping of memberships today. $10 in super chats. And I used to be getting all this supplementary support outside of tips from everyone. And now, ever since these gifted memberships started, that's what I'm in every day now. So that's why my revenue's down. Because no one is re-upping. I think what everyone is doing is they're just thinking, oh, well, I'm just gonna get a free one. So no one's becoming a member anymore. And that's killing me, you know? Like, I can't fix that. But that's just a perfect example. We just had an engaged stream. Everyone was having a good time. Great progress. Tips were great. And literally, that was it. Like, no one did anything else but tip today, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I'm just making a factual observation. Because people are like, oh, he's making it up. Or, oh, you know, he's over-exaggerating. No, I used to have, like today, I would have had all the tips I got. Plus, I would have had re-upping of memberships, super chats. I'm getting nothing anymore. It's like nothing. 0. And that's just an ongoing problem. And I don't know how to fix that. You know, I just don't. Any suggestions that you guys have? I don't know what to do to make people do the things they used to do when they're getting them for free. You know, maybe we need to brainstorm this and seriously talk about it, right? Because this is going to be an ongoing problem forever now until YouTube fixes it, which they haven't. YouTube didn't fix anything. So I don't even know what to say or do to make it better.
I love how he says this is killing him that people are not giving him money. And he doesn't know how to make people give him money and support and whatnot like they used to. It's quite funny because he's talking about how these gifted memberships are taken away because no one else is becoming a member. Phil, the result is every time someone became a member, most likely like 90, maybe even 80%, it's because they were gifted memberships. But now, they're still getting the gifted memberships, you're just not getting the money you believe. So you now want them to super chat, tip, and become members, and give you money if they do become a member from those Argentina subs. So you're actually asking for more of them than you did before, Phil. We got Mr. Ludacris. Thought he said the trolls were fucking morons because they're too stupid to realize that the fake memberships aren't hurting him. Now apparently they're killing him. I've been saying this for years that he needs to write down his lies so he can keep track. Feels like a spoiled brat who complains about not getting the right presents for his birthday. That's a good one, Darksy. Greetings, K-Styles. Are you available to work a couple of extra shifts next week at Arby's during the day? And maybe give 2 to 3 extra BJs during the night in order to help Phil out? He needs your money. He really does. To pay his bills. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate you. And we have Steve of the Bed. If only there was a way he could, you know, not spend the tips he's getting. He must be the only man in the world to not leave the house 6 days a week and still have over $100 a day in expenditure. Mighty D, he never changes. Cause it's Phil. Phil never changes. Like, whose man is this? And we have this. Over $100 in tips. DSP. Tips were okay, but why not also super chats and legit members? And he wasn't done yet. We now get the Tekken. DSP now claims he gets $0 from the 2,000 membership he has on his channel.
Typically, on an average month, have 500 to 800 members on this channel. Now I have over 2,000, and none of them I'm getting paid for. 0. So I went from having, no exaggeration, I mean, that's over $1,000 of income a month to 0. And that's going to kill me. So I have to find a way to recover from it. You know, as simple as a little super chat once in a while helps, man. I really appreciate that if you would do that for me. If you were someone who was going to get a membership and got one free, that would help me a ton, okay?
It would be amazing if this is the final season, all because of the country of Argentina. Because he said, if this keeps going on for months and months and months, he might not be able to recover. He might be out of business. And I thought 2023 was a wild ride, but damn, 2024 has started with such a bang, and we still got 10 more months to go. And then I posted this last night. Pre-stream, $65, with $25 come from 1 Minute Man. Baldur's Gate 3, he made $47, with $30 coming from Biden 2024. Tekken, he got $56 with $25 of that coming from Jax. So a day total of $168. And keep in mind, this is all before taxes. 8-hour minimum wage shift, $160, which is guaranteed money. You work 8 hours, you get paid for 8 hours. So today's difference was a gain of $8 versus a minimum wage job with almost no memberships, no super chats. And then we get to the daily wrap. And my god, what a daily wrap this was. We have Poem's Future, the nightly, not a bag, but really a bag and a warning, presented in wide eyes format. And keep in mind too, this is a pattern that happens. He'll have 2 or 3 days of low support. He'll complain about it, put his foot down on the dents, and then demand they support him, and all of a sudden he gets wailed out. It's an endless cycle that will continue to be going.
Okay, here's what I'm noticing now. It seems like all of my support is coming in tips, which is okay, but it's weird because it used to be a mix. It used to be tips would come in, but also we would have memberships and super chats. And I don't know if this is a result of the fact that most of the memberships are fake now, meaning no one really paid for them. There was that thing that people abused to get them for free, essentially. But yeah, like today, I'm not kidding you, 0 memberships, 0 renewals. That never happens. I never have a day with no memberships and no renewals, none. And then very few super chats, and I don't know what's going on with that. I hope it's not a running pattern, because yes, the income that I get from the YouTube contributions is critical to the business, and if it completely goes away and I'm completely reliant on tips, I mean, that's the same as those days, remember on Twitch when they kicked me out of the partner program and I ended up having to stream on there for a month with just tips? It's not good. You know, you want to have that diversification. So I hope that it's just, maybe it was a couple days like this. I hope it's not a running pattern, because obviously that's going to hurt a lot. But the thing is, the tips are good. Like today, the support was great with tips. So I'm not sitting here complaining to anyone. I'm like, guys, you guys are very supportive with tips. You know, it's just odd that it just seems it all came in via one method for like this whole week almost, right?
And then we have this from In an Otter Place, an analogy for DSP playing Tekken with low support. You go into a sandwich shop and order a BLT. The guy behind the counter acknowledges your order, then makes you a chicken parm. When you complain and refuse to pay, he berates you, telling you chicken parm is his favorite. And I hope you guys like that. Click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe to my other channels on the details of the end cards. And as always, hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Love each and every one of you. Peace and love.